Today is December 29th. Today's quote is entitled, "Forgive daily." We daily have to forgive the people we are closest to for being who they are. I like this quote because it's based on a realization I had about the process of forgiveness. And oftentimes we're forgiving people not because they've done something wrong, but because we think they've done something wrong. And they're just being who they are, and we're making a judgment on who they are. And then because we make a specific judgment, that means they've done something wrong. And because we think they've done something wrong, we get offended by what they've done. And maybe they haven't really done anything wrong. It's only our estimation, our subjective view of what they're doing. And they're just doing their best. They're just doing what they do according to their conditioned nature. It's just who they are. Like people have personalities. It's just ingrained in them. They do things a certain way. I was listening to one devotee, and he was doing some music, some songs. And he does them in a certain way. That's who he is. It's not the way I would do them. According to me, it sounded kind of funny or strange or weird. According to him, it probably sounded really good because we're different. And so according to me, it's like, oh, I have to forgive you for doing something so bad or wrong. According to him, it's like, why do you have to forgive me? I didn't do anything wrong. This is just the way I do it. So a lot of times when we criticize people, if you actually look at the criticism and what you're saying, and you strip it down, you're really saying, I don't like the way he did it. You're making a judgment on how he did it. Not necessarily an absolute judgment that what he did was right or wrong. In some cases, it's just your subjective judgment. It's not to my taste. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like so-and-so's classes. Does it mean so-and-so's classes are bad? Not necessarily. I don't like so-and-so's kirtans. Does it mean so-and-so's kirtans are bad? Not necessarily. I don't like so-and-so's management style. Does it mean they're bad managers? No, it just means you don't like that style. So we have to learn how to allow people to be who they are and appreciate them for who they are. Now, if I don't like who they are, particularly because I have a different nature, it doesn't mean I should be resentful or angry or critical. It means I should recognize that we're different people. And I do things one way, I think in one way, you do and think things in a different way. It doesn't mean you're a bad person or there's something wrong or I'm right or I'm better. It just means that's just how it is. And so when we recognize that, then it's easy to forgive people, or we can go beyond that. And we don't really have to forgive them because then we realize, well, there's nothing to forgive them for. They didn't do anything wrong. It's just I don't like what they do, but it's not that what they did was wrong. So why should I have to forgive them? It's just a recognition of, I wouldn't do it that way. If I allow myself to get hurt, that's my issue. So if I allow myself to get hurt, then I think I have to forgive them. But in a higher sense, we can see it as if there's nothing to forgive, nothing was done wrong. It's just, I wouldn't do it that way, or I don't appreciate it that way. But that's just how they do it at this stage of their life. And maybe in the future, they'll do it differently. Maybe they'll become more like me. I'll become more like them. We don't know. It's just how it is. And so, in that sense, every day, especially the people we're living closest with, we're just forgiving them for what? For being themselves, which is kind of a strange thing to forgive somebody for. Prabhu, I have to forgive you. Well, what did I do? Well, you're just being yourself, and I have to forgive you for being yourself. Sounds kind of offensive, doesn't it? It's a strange thing. Meditate on it. If you have to forgive people for being themselves, is something wrong with them, or is something wrong with you or us? Think about it. It's interesting concept to forgiveness.